I left you a couple messages, but you never returned my call. But I'm not sure you answered your messages.
Okay, are we ready? Okay. Could you both identify yourselves?
My name is Nicole Shelton.
And I'm Lisa Shelton, Reverend Lisa Shelton.
And how long have you both been members of the church?
I've been a member for 22 years.
22 years.
Since birth. And I've been a member since 1982. Okay. I joined Millenium Baptist Church.
Okay. Can you describe the neighborhood since you first started coming here and now make a comparison of any changes that you've seen in the neighborhood? I mean, I've noticed a lot of, revitalization, new buildings and stuff going up.
I actually grew up in this neighborhood. I moved to this neighborhood in 1974. So I've seen a lot of changes in this neighborhood. I've seen the neighborhood where there were stores everywhere and a booming economy. I knew the neighborhood before the Man Music Center was there. I've seen the neighborhood go through changes as far as like a lot of abandoned houses, a lot of properties that were going down. But also, I've seen the neighborhood also begin to come back. On the end of 51st and Columbia Avenue, we have the Philadelphia Business and Technology Center. That was something good for the neighborhood and revitalization, whereas it brought jobs and it brought like other businesses over to the building. Also now with the brand new shopping center and mall, that's definitely been a plus, and the neighborhood is really on the up. Mm-hmm. The neighborhood's really on the up.
Would you describe a change in demographics since that time? Has the neighborhood been 100% African American, or I believe there was a Jewish presence here at some time, but I don't know if that predates 1970.
When I moved into the area, there were still some Jewish families living in the area. Also, there was a Jewish meat market on the side. I think this side now is abandoned, but there was a Jewish meat market there. The gas station used to be a gas station. It also was an oil company. I believe that they were either Italian or Jewish. There were more Caucasians living in the area than I know now. I no longer live in the area, but growing up there were a lot of Caucasians living in the area.
How far away from the church do you live now?
Say we live in the Olney Logan section, say 20 minutes. 25 minutes.
And did you consider, finding a place of worship closer to home? And if so, or if not, why?
Never.
No.
Never. This church is my home. I was baptized. I joined here. I was baptized here. My children have been in the church. My husband, my mother, my father, we've all been baptized in this church. And that's what people ask me a lot of times. You live on the other side of town. Why not find a church? Because this church is also my family. It's an extension of my family. My cousins, my nieces, my sisters, and brothers in Christ, and just friends.
Do you know anything about the public transportation in the area? Is it easily accessible to get to church? Are people able to use the buses or what have you to get to church? Yeah, that's the question.
I think so. I know the 40 runs near here, the 52, the 10 trolley. Like sometimes when I didn't drive, I would catch the bus from my house. Mm-hmm. So I would get on the subway, then I would get on the L, then I would either get on the 10 trolley and wait for the 52 at 52nd in Lancaster, or get on the L and go to 52nd Street and then wait for the 52 and come on up.
You did all that to get to church?
Yes, I did. I would have to come to rehearsal. My mom would not be home, or most times I had to come to rehearsal. So I would come on a bus on Saturday mornings, or like a dance practice or Bible study. My mom would pick me up and we'd go home together. But I would catch the bus. Yeah.
That's dedication. So outside of worship, you mentioned some other activities that took place at the church. Mm-hmm. So how much time would you say that you spent, here outside of worship?
During my duration.
During a week.
During the week?
Yeah.
Week per week, or during the duration of?
Either or, if there's a difference.
Well, I believe there's a difference from years prior. Years prior, I was more involved in the dance ministry, so I would have rehearsal on Thursdays. I would have choir rehearsal on Saturday mornings. Sometimes we would have my mom would have a meeting or something during the week, so I would come with her. But now to this present day, it depends what's going on at the church. Like this week we have revival. So revival was Thursday night, Friday night. We had a Thanksgiving service yesterday, so I was here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But next week we may not have anything going on during the week, so it may just be Saturday for rehearsal and then Sunday for worship.
And
Wednesday for Bible study. Yes.
So Wednesday for Bible study. And as Nicole was growing up, I'm also a trustee. So sometimes we would have trustee meetings. Also, I would teach the youth Bible study, so the teachers would have Sunday school teachers meeting. So for the most part, when I was here, my children were here. They were in the fellowship hall. If we were meeting, then the children were doing homework. So that's what I said. It was kind of like a group. The children, they grew up together. Mm-hmm. They from ushering on the youth ushers to the now the young adult ushers or the choir. They may have sang together, ushered together. So that's why I said it's an extended family.
Could you explain what the responsibilities of a trustee is? I don't really know.
Responsibility of the trustees. It's the trustees' responsibility to assure that all finances that come into the church, first of all, that they're handled correctly. That means that every dollar and cent that comes in, it goes to the purpose it was supposed to be, for paying the bills, to outreach ministry, to taking care of our pastor for pastoral offerings or pastoral donations. Just handling, we also make sure that the building is kept. If there's a problem with the roofing, the trustees, we seek out the estimates and get the roof fixed. If there's something inside that's leaking, we seek out estimates and get that fixed. And just to handle the finances of the church in the godly manner, and even to we also use it for outreach. We have our missions that we may donate to missions, far as like somebody that's going out somewhere and helping or doing something. Just overall, just like this, I want to say the CEOs, the CFOs.
Okay. Are all of these positions volunteer? Are there any paid employees of the church?
There are some paid employees. Even on the trustee ministry, there's some, but not all. Most of it is volunteer work. We just do it because we love God, and we want God's house to be in order and to be clean and kept up, and to make sure the bills are paid. And when we go in the winter, we want to make sure that there's there's heat. Summertime, we want to make sure that there's air. So we also look into those things.
One last question for both of you. Obama was just reelected, and I wanted to know, your feelings about that. Do you sense any difference between this election and the one that occurred 4 years ago? And if so, why?
I'm very excited that President Barack Obama is still going to be my president. I voted for Barack Obama. I felt like this election was very, I can't find the word I want to use. It was different in the sense that the media is more present than it was 4 years ago. So even when you went to watch a YouTube video, you saw a presidential ad. And Mitt Romney's ads were on there. And I was like, this is great marketing because everyone uses YouTube. It was on Twitter. It was on Instagram. It was all over. From Barack Obama put himself at the Jay-Z Made in America concert. Like everywhere where I feel like the young people were, they wanted to be. I know Barack Obama made himself president. Mitt Romney, some, but it was a lot of money in this campaign. They sent emails. If you donated one time, they said, I have your credit card information stored. Would you like to donate again? Michelle Obama sent emails. Beyonce sent emails. Jay-Z had a commercial on the radio. It was a lot of mainstream artists who got involved with it. Clint Eastwood with the Republicans. Donald Trump was very present in this election for some odd reason with his comments. But it was a lot. It was a lot stressed on the economy. Mitt Romney wanted to basically say about Barack Obama, like, how has your life changed since Barack Obama has been in here? What has he done for you? How do you feel different? And some people felt they were let down by Barack Obama. Like, oh, well, since Barack Obama got in, he didn't live up to all his promises. But then you have to look at the state of the economy. You have to look at the House and the Senate and what's going on there. So it was a lot of mudslinging, and people try to place blame on other areas. I'm just excited that he has been reelected, and I feel that this term he will have the chance, hopefully, to do what he wants to do and cross the aisles, as they say, but I don't really believe they're going to do it. I hope they will do it. It'll be nice if they can, to see the growth of this economy and this great U.S. of A.
And I'm excited, and I remember even 4 years ago, even having that excitement to, first of all, it was a historical event for him, first of all, to be elected, then for him to be reelected. But the thing that I'm really excited for is that he has a chance to finish what he started. It's nothing worse than beginning something and not having a chance to finish, and someone will look at you bad like, oh, you started this and you didn't finish. I'm excited that he is going to have, I believe he's going to have a chance to finish those policies and procedures that he began to take and put into place. That way they can't say, oh, he started this, he didn't finish that. I'm excited because the country is on an upswing, even though it's some areas that can be better. But even on a whole, I believe that the people are in a better position. I believe that the economy is moving forward. And if everyone would stop looking at who the person is and look at what they're trying to do, I believe the United States of America on a whole will be great.
Thank you. I know I said that was the last question, but something that you mentioned I want to follow up on. You were talking about, Obama's web presence and being on YouTube and what have you. And I'm wondering, does Millenium have that sort of presence? And because it seems to appeal to a younger demographic, has that been something that's been discussed?
We have a website, and we also have online Bible study on Thursdays from 7 to 8. We have like the link in our bulletin, so you can log on and do the online Bible study in our website.
Is that interactive?
The website, I don't believe, is interactive, no.
Okay.
That's the only, I think, web thing we have.
Do you want to give that link in case someone wants to?
I can't say I know that link offhand.
Well,
My Bible, maybe find it on one of the old bulletins.
I believe it's millenniumbaptistchurch.org. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's the website, yeah.
we'll look it up and attach it.
Right, millenniumbaptistchurch.org. And even with the two generations, I'm coming into like this, getting into the computers and stuff. I'm not a dinosaur, but I'm not like where my daughter is.
Yes, we are.
So I am on my laptop, but she tells me you have to try more things. But it's also exciting because I remember when I grew up, there were no computers. The star and the pound on the telephone didn't mean anything. Now all those things on the telephone and cell phone, they mean something. And it's excitement for my children and for my grandchildren, just to have a brand new avenue to be able to get information. And you can be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and find out information about Tokyo or Japan or Korea, all these places. So it's opening up, and that's why I believe also, even with President Barack Obama, his team and his campaign managers, they knew that, and they knew they had to tap into that kind of energy and tap into that information highway and tap into the young minds and just moving forward, because the children now, they're advanced.
Right. Thank you both.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, ladies. Wonderful.